Down this week, with a Grove Park going to bottom of the table, Brooklands. Coming up next, news on the New Zealand international hockey player who has just signed for one of our local hockey teams. That's the Hockey Report next on the Sports Show.
Hockey Report.
Now it's time for the Hockey Report on the Alty and Sale Sports Show. Well, no better news, I'm afraid, from the hockey, as Timperley men lost at home to Oxton 6-1 in the league on Saturday. Timperley went to this match on third place in the table, with Oxton in second place. But a strong Oxton team proved to be just too good on the day for Timperley, coming out 6-1 winners. After the match, I got the views from Timperley's coach, Rob Turner, and Timperley's manager, Adam Horan. And this is what they had to say.
Second Oxton against third place Timperley.
Yep.
Bit of a rainy day, windy, cold, and Oxton come away with a 6-1 win. 6-1, was it that big a win?
Yes, I think so. They played better. They stuck to the plan more. Their basics were better. They passed the ball better, whereas we didn't do any of those really. So yeah, fair result.
Big question is why?
It's a very big question. That half team turned up, half didn't. Some people did different things, and then once you do that, the other players don't know what's going on, so it's not one unit then. So whereas Oxton played as one unit, they did exactly what they were asked to do. They worked hard off the ball. We stopped when we lost the ball. We didn't work back. Let ourselves down really, especially from last week when it was complete opposite, where we did 100% stuck to the plan and won the game. So I think that shows you either stick to the game plan and win, or don't and you lose heavily.
Is that the end of the promotion chance now for this year for Timperley?
Oh yes, realistically. I think simply the team it is. I think you can't look at the league until the last game of the season, because once you start thinking about other things, it takes the mind off the game, and once the mind goes off the game, as today, you lose. So
what do you do now then, from now to end of the season, to go out and try and win every game and hope all the teams slip points?
Yeah, definitely. If mathematically, it can still go up. So, and I think any sports person, once you cross that line and whistle goes, you should be trying to win. So it's irrelevant whether you can win the league or not. You should be trying to win every single game for personal pride. So hopefully next week they're going to be a little bit hurt from today, and they're going to give Ben Reading a decent game.
Now normally at Timperley, if it's a bit of rain and the pitch is a bit wet, you usually like playing on that. So did that have any effect on the bad weather conditions today?
During the game it was alright actually. It didn't really rain, but obviously before it did, so the pitch was perfect, which played into their hands because their basics were better and ours weren't very good. So the ball got zipped around by them very quickly, whereas it got zipped around by us, and we miscontrolled it or went off the end of the pitch. So that was the difference really.
So where do you go from here then?
We train Tuesday, Thursday, win Saturday. Simple as that.
Got a manager of Timperley hockey team here, Adam. Disappointing result for you today. You could have gone second if you'd have won. Get beat 6-1.
Yeah, beaten by a better side, to be fair. Like I said, after last week's game, they're always fit, they're always organised, and they always score goals. I think I worked out in the week they score 6.5 a game on average, so if we'd have kept them down to 3 or 4 and played well, we'd have been in with a chance, but we didn't, and they put their average 6 away. We just weren't at the races today.
Speaking to your coach before, and he was saying some of your players didn't play to your plan, what you went out there with. Is that because you're enthusiastic enough to win today?
I don't know. Everything we did right last week, we did wrong this week. Our basics weren't good enough. Yeah, we just didn't stick to the game plan. Not sure.
The weather today, raining, that usually helps your pitch, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. It makes the game faster, slicker, ball flies around a bit more, yeah. So it's a wet pitch, but can't really...
Don't not work out for you today, no either.
Affected the result, to be fair. They were the better side, deserved the win.
So where do you go from here now then? You've got not many games to go, 8 games matches to end the season. If you go out and win them all, you still could be getting in a promotion place, could you?
No, very unlikely. We'll be 10 behind Doncaster now, and they don't get beat by average sides. They might lose to Oxton. We might beat them, but we won't make that ground up now.
Do you start to rebuild for next year, or do you carry on with your strongest team now to end the season?
Whoever's fit at the moment, to be fair. We just play the best side we can, try and win every game and just enjoy it, really.
And next up next week?
Brendon away. Brendon is Ilkley in sort of the middle of Yorkshire. Always a battle there. I think there was no cards in the game today. There's no yellow, no sin bins at all. I can guarantee you there will be next week.
Just going back to today's match, just summarise it. I know you scored one goal, but you was in it till half time, weren't you?
Yeah, we were 2-0 down. We got a short corner on the half-time whistle, scored that, so we were 2-1 down. Didn't really deserve. They could have scored a couple more in the first half, to be honest. Didn't really deserve to be within one. We just weren't clinical enough. Our basics weren't good enough. We just weren't at the races. They were a lot more regimented than us. Much better side.
And your captain flew in from Australia this morning. Did he play for you?
He did, yeah. I think he landed at 12:30, and then we started at 2:30. So, yeah, interesting.
Hockey report.
Of our other two local teams in the area, Bowdon and Brooklands, they met in the semi-final of the Cheshire Cup, with Brooklands coming out winners 3-0 over Bowdon. With the two teams fighting it out for the promotion spot to get back to the Premiership, Bowdon's this week strengthened their team with a signing of the new Zealand under-21 captain, Robert Creffier, and he asked Bowdon goalkeeper Rob Turner for his views on the signing and for the second half of the season.
We've got news of a new signing for the Bowdon hockey team. It's under-21 New Zealand captain. Rob, just tell us a bit about him.
I've trained with him twice, so he looks very good. He can play hockey. He's got a hockey brain, so that helps. He can stop a ball. He's got a very good shot. He's got a good reverse. He seems a good lad, so he's going to fit in well. So hopefully he'll do us quite well in terms of scoring. So we've not scored too many. So hopefully he'll get us back up there with goal difference to help us promotion.
Now it's in between you and Brooklands, who looks like at the top of the league at the moment, towards who's going to get up there. Going into the second half of the season now, what's your mindset like from Bowdon?
Well, it's got to be from everyone. It's 100% buy-in, so we've got to be training properly, and every single game we go into now we have to win, even if it's against the bottom couple of teams. Our first game back's against second bottom, I think, or third, or even bottom, I think they are. So we can't go into them games thinking we're going to win, so just easily. So we've got to turn up and make sure we score goals, play well as a team, like Brooklands have been doing all season, and then hopefully we'll get up there, beat Brooklands, beat Durham, and then we'll get the old promotion just at the end, hopefully.
Now you're playing goals. Now in football, the goalkeeper usually talks to the defence and give them a bit of organisation. But in hockey, it's a bit different, isn't it?
Well, no, it shouldn't be. It should be telling them all the time where the players are, where they should go and stuff. So you don't want any of the defenders turning round. They always should be looking forward, really, and one eye on the ball, one eye on the defender. So if you're not calling, they're turning round, they're not looking at the ball. So you've got to be telling where everyone is all the time and get them to push up. And so even if you're not involved, you've always got to be talking. So I suppose that keeps it interesting for you.
From a goalkeeper's point of view, from a short corner, are you best standing in front of your two defenders or staying behind them?
Completely personal preference, really, or coach's preference. Mine, I normally have one behind me and the other one is normally in front, not even really watching the goal. So it depends how confident you are in saving the ball. If you're not confident, they'll be behind you. If you are, they could be doing something else.
If you was in front of the defender, would it make it more difficult for the attacker, making the goal look a bit smaller?
If the defenders were?
No, if the goalkeeper's in front.
Yeah, to a point. Yeah. If you're there, you close the angle from the straight shot. As soon as it gets moved, then it opens up the angles. But that's when the players are there to stop the ball from coming in.
So it doesn't make any difference, really?
Not really. As long as you all know what you're doing and you all stick to the same thing, it should work. It's when you don't know what you're doing and you all run off somewhere different that's the problem.
And one last thing before you go. When you're playing ice hockey, when you get to it, by the puck, it hurts. Is it the same in hockey?
Yes, I think ice hockey cuts apparently, but the hockey ball bruises and it really does hurt. So you just get on with it. You've got no choice. You can't really sit on the floor like footballers do and roll around. So you've got to just get on with it. A bruise, you just put ice on afterwards.
Okay then. Thanks very much, Rob.
Big thanks to Rob Turner there and Adam Horan for their views. Still to come on the sports show. Going into extra time now with the Ice Hockey Report and the update from the Manchester Badminton League straight after this short break.
You're listening to the Alty and Sale Sports Show.
Having a party? Why not hold your celebration at Timperley Sports Club? Having a birthday, wedding or anniversary? We can cater for up to 100 guests with a late bar by agreement. Our function room is available for corporate business presentations and sports days. Included is the use of our sports outfield and floodlit five-a-side pitches. Contact Simon or Jane at Timperley Sports Club on 0161 980 4397. Celebrate your party at Timperley Sports Club.
Get your advert produced and broadcast on the weekly show. Starting rates from as little as £25 a week. Contact Kevin on 079 736 78425.
Contact the show by email altyandsalesport@gmail.com, Twitter @AltySport, Facebook Alty Sale Sport. Telephone 07973 678 425.
Welcome back to the last part of the Alty and Sale 27th January Sports Show. We'll finish off the show today with news from badminton and ice hockey. First we'll start with badminton, and Sale-based Forest are top of Division 1 in the Manchester Badminton League. They're on 207 points, 58 points cleared of second place Stockport-based Edgeley, who have a game in hand and are on 149 points. Division 2 though sees a fight to the end of the season, with 3 teams separated by only 7 points. At the top, Carrington on top, 120 points. Second place is Forest third team on second, 117 points, while PVBC are in third on 13 points. But they have 2 matches in hand. Right then, ice hockey. And the Ice Hockey Report. Manchester Phoenix stayed top of the English Premier League after beating Milton Keynes on Sunday night at the Altrincham Dome 3-2 after penalty shots. And after beating Slough Jets 5-2 away on Saturday, means that Manchester Phoenix are now top of the league. Last night's result saw the Phoenix beat the Milton Keynes 3-2 after penalty shots. The Phoenix scorers were Jack Watkins, Robin Culver and Joe Graham. So the top of the English Premier League now looks like this. Manchester Phoenix on the top, 54 points, but second on level, Basingstoke Biston, they're on 54 points. After the win last night, the Phoenix's coach Tony Hand said after the game, "Once again we battled hard for the points. All credit to Milton Keynes, who came with a system and stuck to it, making things very difficult for us throughout the game. I must applaud all my team tonight for their efforts, and it was good to see Joe Graham getting a penalty shot. A 4-point weekend is just reward for our efforts in Slough, and I told him this evening." Right, that's all we've got the time for this week on the Alty and Sale Sports Show. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you all next week.